Well, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has called for a meeting with the Palike representatives and District in Charge Minister Ramlinga Reddy at 3 p.m. today. The meeting was called after the death of a woman in Mandur yesterday. Mayor Katte Satyanarayana and Deputy Mayor Indira too will be attending the meeting to discuss what next for the garbage-ridden village. Meanwhile, the situation continues to remain tense in Mandur as cops and villagers had a heated argument. The police also prevented the villagers from installing pandals to stage protests. Residents of Mandur have deferred their decision to go on an indefinite fast. They will meet Chief Minister Siddaramaiah today and then take a call on their next course of action. The Chief Minister will be meeting the residents of Mandur. We can see that now the protests are back on. Earlier today, the police officials had prevented the villagers from holding a protest. They had prevented them from putting up the pandal and protesting against the dumping of garbage in their area. But for now, they have agreed to speak to the Chief Minister. And well, it seems like several major metros and villages across India are experiencing freak weather conditions. For example, in Mumbai, the financial capital of the city, many areas have been inundated thanks to the high tides. Since yesterday, we have seen many of the shore-side areas of Mumbai facing the problem of inundation. Alerts have been sounded across Mumbai, which will witness high tides of up to 4.7 meters. Seawater had entered the gateway of India, Worli Sea Face, Shivaji Park and Dadar Chowpatty because of high-velocity winds caused by a cyclonic storm. Well, a few residents were seen enjoying the weather. On the other hand, many are cautious. Meanwhile, in Delhi, residents are heaving a sigh of relief after reaching temperatures of up to 47.8 degrees Celsius. Rains have brought in the much-needed relief from the blistering heat. Some parts in Noida witnessed hailstorms as well. The showers brought much-needed relief from the heat wave aggravated by power cuts in the national capital. The mercury reached a 62-year high of 47.8 degrees Celsius on June 8th in certain parts of the national capital. Meanwhile, in Khammam, the situation is right the opposite. Khammam is scorching at 50 degrees Celsius. The Met Department has issued a heat wave warning for some districts in Telangana and coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh for the next 24 hours. The temperatures in Medak and Nalgonda districts of Telangana and East and West Godavari, Krishna and Guntur districts of Andhra Pradesh were recorded above normal. Well, these are the situations in different parts of the country. While in Delhi it has come as a welcome relief, the rains. On the other hand, in Mumbai, the high tides are causing more of a menace to the people there. Meanwhile, in Khammam, the residents are burning quite literally as the region is sweltering at 50 degrees Celsius. And well, the Congress staged a protest at the BJP headquarters against power and water crisis in Delhi. They accused the BJP of the power crisis. They said that instead of solving Delhi's power and water crisis, BJP government is just blaming the past governments. Well, these are the scenes being witnessed in Delhi for the third day straight. Congress workers have been protesting, capitalizing on the power crisis against the BJP. Let's not forget that initially it was the AAP that had raked up the issue, saying that the BJP was incapable of providing power to the national capital. And the protests have only continued as in the backdrop of the sweltering heat that now seems to have cooled down. The impact of the power crisis was felt all the more by the residents. And Well, Food Minister Ramvilas Paswan is scheduled to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. The duo will discuss about food prices and sugarcane arrears, among other issues. The meeting is scheduled in the evening. The Food Minister will brief the Prime Minister about the prevailing food price situation. Concerns about sugarcane arrears and public distribution system reforms, among others, will also feature in the meeting. The price of onion is also on the rise, and a similar trend is expected to be seen in other food items as monsoon this year is expected to be below normal. Steps such as imposing minimum export price on onion, halting shipment of wheat from FCI godowns, among other measures, are expected to be discussed during the meeting. Well, the Food and Civil Supplies Minister Ramvilas Paswan will be meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. This comes in the backdrop of the price rise issue being one of the top priorities of the BJP government to tackle at the moment. Of course, what will be a highlight for Karnataka will be the arrears to the sugarcane growers. The price of onions has always been a bone of contention across the country, and now with rising prices of onion, it has become a huge issue also, with the country possibly staring at a below par monsoon. And well, after uproar over the junket, Goa MLAs have said that they will personally fund their trip to Brazil. The confirmation comes after the Goa Fisheries Minister announced that the MLAs will fund their own trip. Football fever is running high, but the BJP government in Goa has embroiled in the controversy by sanctioning 89 lakh rupees junket for 6 MLAs to Brazil. MLA Benjamin Silva put the onus on Sports Minister Ramesh Tavadkar and Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar for the decision to include only legislators on the junket.
It is his whole idea that in Goa football should come up in a big way. The 17th World Cup in 2017. And it is his vision, or CM's vision, that at least 50% of players should be from Goa in the Indian football team.
Well, he also claimed that the Chief Minister wanted to promote football in the state, but interestingly, no football expert will accompany the delegation to Brazil. Sisodia mocked the BJP MLAs for going on a trip to Brazil.
मुझे लगता है कि जनता में ये सारे सवाल जाने चाहिए, जनता के बीच में ये सवाल उठने चाहिए कि वो अपने विधायकों को फीफा वर्ल्ड कप देखने के लिए सरकारी खर्च पे भेजना चाहेगी क्या, या उस पैसे से पहले अपने इलाके में कुछ काम कराना चाहेगी। जनता कुछ मांगती है तो कहते हैं पैसे नहीं है, फीफा दिखाने के लिए विधायकों के लिए पैसे हैं, तो ये तो ठीक नहीं है। इसी
Well, on one hand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been openly advocating not to misuse public funds, but it seems like his party's chief minister in Goa has contradicted Modi's view by approving a junket for his MLAs. Sports Minister Ramesh Tavadkar, Fisheries Minister Avertano Furtado, Power Minister Milind Nayak and as many MLAs will be undertaking the 10-day trip to Brazil starting from the 1st of July as part of what they call a study tour. But now, after much uproar, it is being said that they will be funding their own trip rather than take the money from the state exchequer. And well, the CBI has registered cases against 6 current and former Rajya Sabha MPs in the leave and travel concession scam. This is the first case registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation in the scam. According to the agency, searches are being conducted at 10 locations, which include the houses, office premises of the MPs and also at the offices of travel agencies in Delhi and Odisha. Lakhs of rupees are said to have been fraudulently claimed from the government through fake leave travel concession claims availed by the government officials to get concessional tickets. The incident came to light after the Vigilance Department of Air India was alerted about the arrest of a man in March at the Kolkata airport with 600 blank boarding passes of the airline in his possession. Well, 6 Rajya Sabha MPs, former and present, are now facing a CBI case against them for allegedly duping the government of lakhs of rupees by fraudulently claiming LTC. And well, in the biggest industrial accident in recent years, at least 6 employees of the Bhilai steel plant were killed and over 30 injured after a gas leak. The victims included 2 deputy general managers. The incident occurred when the repair work was being carried out in a section of the plant. Sources say that a blast furnace reported leakage, and when officials and firefighters reached the spot, there was a blast in the nearby pipeline. As per the statement issued by the plant authorities, gas leakage from blast furnace GCP occurred at around 6:30 p.m. due to a breakdown in water pump affecting people working nearby the plant premises. Meanwhile, Steel Minister Narendra Singh Tomar expressed grief over the loss of lives in the accident and ordered a high-level probe. In fact, 30 people have been injured and 6 have lost their lives in this industrial accident. It was a gas leak tragedy at the Bhilai steel plant that has claimed 6 lives already. It is believed that 11 out of the 30 injured are in a critical condition and have been admitted to the plant's hospital in Sector 9 of Bhilai. Chief Minister Raman Singh also expressed grief over the incident and said that the best medical care will be provided to those affected by the unfortunate incident.